All right, welcome back to another edition of NFL Crapshooters. Co-5. Tell us how we did last week.
Taylor and Troy both did great. 5 and 3, 63%. Excuse me. Brett right down the middle, 4 and 4, 50%. Nolan, you and I didn't do so hot. 3 and 5, 38%. And then Rumpy made his first appearance of the year, gave 2 picks and went 0 and 2, 0% on the season or on the week. And not on the season. Season records, Papinchek still holding the ball, trying to run out the clock. He's 45, 33 and 1 at 58%. Nolan, you are catching up, 38, 34 and 1 at 53%. Taylor also at 53%, 36, 33 and 1. Troy, you're just above 500 at 36, 35 and 2. I'm now just below 500 after last week, 34, 36 and 1. And Brett is right behind me at 33, 37 and 1.
Right. Did Brett give you any of his picks?
No. So it's just us. No picks given to me. Yep.
So he forfeits. It's the rules.
I love it.
All right. So let's dive into Thursday night football. Good game, divisional game. We got the Bengals going to the Ravens. Ravens just put the beat down on Denver, who we all thought had a good defense, but
I still think they do.
Denver also turned the ball over quite a bit.
Yeah.
And, Ravens are still the Ravens. So the Ravens are favored by 5.5. Over under is 53. Kofod, give me some weather. Give me some stats.
Nice night in Baltimore, 64 degrees, partly cloudy, 5-mile-per-hour winds, though an 18% chance of rain. So maybe a little drizzle down in Baltimore. Joe Burrow is 16 and 3 against the spread as an underdog of 3 or more points in his NFL career.
And these two teams met earlier in the season, lost by stupid
3, 4.
Yeah,
4.
But wasn't it overtime? And Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Ravens came back.
Did he throw a pick or did they take like a couple? I don't know what they did. They screwed it up at the end and then they punted it away or something.
It was going on the same time the Bills lost to the Texans. I don't remember.
That's why.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, Troy, why don't you lead us off?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Bengals here. I'm going to be rooting for the Bengals. I want the Ravens to lose. I think, last time they played, it was a close game. I feel like they always play these games pretty close. And I'll take the points.
All right, Taylor.
Yeah, I saw a stat that underdogs more than, I think it was, I can't remember what the number was, 4 or 5, it was something like that. In this division are 20 and 12 against the spread of the favorites. If you're a favorite, you're 20 and 12 against the spread. So I will also I think the Bengals keep it close. So
all right,
take the Bengals as well.
Go five.
I will also take the Bengals plus 5.5. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if they won. I think this is going to be a one possession game. So yes, could the Ravens cover and win by 6 or 7 or 8? Yeah, I suppose, but I'll take my chances that it's a 5-point or less game, or maybe the Bengals win. That would not surprise me at all. Even if the Bengals lose this game, I don't like I said, until they're mathematically eliminated, I'm not going to count with the Bengals, but I think they show up. I think they play well. Remember, this was the game that Burrow got hurt on Thursday night last year, was doing that motion on the sidelines. And then before he knew it, oh my gosh, their season's done. He's out. So maybe a little revenge spot for Burrow down in Baltimore. Ravens are also going to bring out some purple helmets, these alternate helmets. They're all
brand new helmets.
I don't know. I think they're okay. I don't think they're anything that special personally, but maybe it'll pop
on Thursday night. Are the jerseys different too? Like the shade of purple?
Maybe. I don't know. I just know but that'll be a thing to look for on Thursday night. Look, the Jets had all black on Thursday night last week and won and covered. So maybe the Ravens do the same, but I'll take my chance with Burrow and the Bengals plus 5.5.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I'm riding with you guys. I just think pretty much like you guys all said. Divisional game, they usually play each other close. 5.5 is a lot of points, even though the Ravens look great. Bengals look good too. 53 is a high number, but I'd probably also take the over. For the sake of the show, I'm just going to take the Bengals. God.
Ravens are probably going to murder
them. Cincinnati's defense is so bad. So bad.
Bloodbath.
Ravens defense is no cup of tea either.
Yeah, they should be able to throw all over
playing the Bills.
Or the Broncos. Yeah,
well, that's Bo Nix. But, and as good as what? What is Lamar against the NFC. He's only like
Only
ever
lost to Daniel
lost?
Jones and the
Only lost to
Giants.
Daniel Jones. And I feel
Yeah.
like the AFC. I mean, so that's the rest of his losses. So the AFC plays him tough. So
And this is what the Ravens do. Like they should have a better record than what they are. Now, obviously, the Bengals should also have a better record than what they are. But
is
someone's
T
got to lose
Higgins
tomorrow.
playing?
Ooh, I don't know.
It's a big deal.
That is a big deal. It's a good. It's a very good
He's
question.
probably, I doubt it. I think he's got
I
that
mean, the trade
Keenan
deadline's
Allen
over.
injury.
All right. Well, while Kopac's looking that up, it's not going to influence my pick.
Doubtful. Excuse me. 4 hours ago,
Doubtful.
doubtful. That's not usually a
Doubtful.
good sign.
Usually not, especially on a short week. All right. Sunday. Let's go. We'll start right off with it. We'll go Bills versus Colts. Colts, I assume, are rolling out Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah.
the only one questioning it. I think it's everyone else is like, yeah, Flacco's the starter.
Yeah, I think he plays until they're like out of the playoffs. If
What's
they're
their
out of the
record?
Or is just so bad in the game. They're like, yeah, let's just throw Richardson and see if we can do any better. But other than that, Flacco's
I
the
mean,
guy.
that's pretty much the situation. I guess Andy Dalton got in a car accident and hurt his thumb or something.
Well, the
But
Panthers were
essentially-
never a serious.
No,
threat
but it's
for the
essentially
playoffs.
what happened with the Panthers. They took him out. Then they're like, oh, yeah, Andy Dalton still kind of sucks. We'll throw in the kid again.
I feel it's different. The Colts are 4-5 now. They were 4-4 last week. Flacco went to the playoffs last year. The Colts have talent. Jonathan Taylor's playing well. Like to me, it's a different situation than.
Yes,
Dalton
I'm just saying
Panthers.
if the situation played out like you said, where he was playing so bad that they're like
Right.
throw him back in, it'd be. Anyways, Bills and Colts. Bills are favored by 4 indoors, but you can give me a stat.
Yeah, this will be a dome game for sure. As an underdog of 4
For
points
sure.
or yeah, as an underdog of 4 points or more, Joe Flacco is 1-10 straight up since 2020. Since 2020.
1-10?
Since 2020. And if you want to go back since 2014, he is 2-20 straight up as an underdog of 4 points or more. And on the flip side, Josh Allen is 14-8 against the spread in games outside the Eastern Standard Time Zone in his career. This obviously would qualify as that.
Obviously,
Yeah.
2-20
Straight up since 2014, 1-10 straight up since 2020.
does
Who's
not
that?
have that. Does not have the dog mentality.
To at least
Who?
win. Maybe, I don't know what that's Flacco.
Flacco.
To win, not to cover.
Did you see the stat that was like through their first 4 seasons, 5 seasons, 6 seasons, the most losing starting quarterback was David Carr. Then it was like 7 seasons, 8 seasons,
Derek
9
Carr.
seasons was all Derek Carr. It's like from like year 4 to year 11, it's like owned by a Carr family. It's the worst record
And-
starting quarterback.
And I think if Carr loses one more, whatever the next year is, he
If
breaks
you-
Archie Manning's record, or not Archie Manning, sorry, Archie Manning's record. So the Saints should have like a big spectacle, like when Drew Brees got the passing record, like stop everything, Derek Carr, here's a game ball. You have now broken Archie Manning's 9-year record or whatever it is for most losses.
And then I believe if he loses to the Raiders this year,
He lost
they'll have
every
lost every
32.
single team.
Mm-hmm.
What a stat. All right. Troy, what do you got for this game?
I want to take the Bills. They should handle the Colts here. This game does worry me. The spread makes me nervous because I don't know why I actually saw 3.5
All right.
earlier.
Colts keep it tight, though. They keep it tight most of these games.
And it's in a dome, so I feel like Josh plays well on the road in a dome.
Might not have receivers. So.
Hopefully he's got Amari Cooper back. We'll see. But I feel like they should handle their business here in Indy.
Taylor.
Yeah, it's actually 3.5 on DraftKings right now. So if you're interested, go grab it. Yeah, I'm gonna take the under. I think Jonathan Taylor just runs it all over him. But then we'll, hold him to field goals, and then maybe we'll pull it out at the end. But I don't like it. I don't like the 4. This game's gonna be close. I'll take the under. No receivers. Who's he throwing to? I mean,
Shakira.
Matt Collins is playing above his pay grade. Can't rely on him all the season.
Curtis Samuel is well
Playing
below
bull-
his pay grade.
Yeah, I guess they even each other out.
It'd be nice to get like a monster game out of Kincaid,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. He's
He's been doing all right, but
he's your average tight end.
It's been a quiet year for him, I would say.
yeah.
Go fun.
Troy, you keep saying they should take care of the Colts. I think they could take care of the Colts, and it certainly wouldn't surprise me. I would not go as far as should. The Colts, like I said, they're talented. You know, I don't know. To me, when I think of that game, I think Bills at Colts, dome game. Maybe the fact that the Colts kicked the Bills' ass in Buffalo years ago and Jonathan Taylor ran all over them still in my mind.
4 touchdowns.
But I could see this being a close game down to the
there.
wire. Bills win by 4 or less or 4 or more. I don't know. Should they kick their ass? Maybe. But I suppose it depends on how bad or good Flacco is. I got a feeling that this is going to be a close game down to the wire. I'll take the Bills -4, but shoot, if the Bills won by 3 or less or got upset, would not surprise me. I think the Colts are going to be game. I think Flacco a week after a bad Sunday night game, where we'll see a better version of him. So I'll take the Bills -4, but don't have a lot of confidence in it at all.
One thing I
Yes.
did see is like Flacco, if you really look at it, he's played like 3 really good games in this run with the Browns and the Colts. But there's also been a lot of stinkers in there.
Yeah.
Like if he wasn't like 50 years old, I think people would be saying, okay, yeah, he can pull one out of his ass once in a while, but there's a lot of bad games. The Colts didn't get inside the 20 the whole game or something like that.
The Vikings
that's
played
crazy.
the Vikings played the worst first half ever. They scored 0 points and they still beat them 21-13.
Well, their
20.
offense played the worst.
I don't think the Colts are that good.
I was telling you in the group chat that you guys were saying Richardson was playing so bad. I don't think Flacco was playing any better that last game.
He had that one game against the Jags where he threw for like 1 billion yards.
Yeah, I'm saying last week.
Yeah, fair.
That's bad.
He did not play well at all last week. That's totally fair. And if he does it against Buffalo, then I think the calls for maybe bringing the kid back get louder and louder.
Yeah, yeah. Should they should win easily. Defense scares me, especially like Taylor said with Jonathan Taylor. Because what Taron Johnson said, oh, we want him to run. We want to give him the run. And it's like, I think that's a terrible idea.
That's a horrible idea. Give one of the best running backs in the league the ball to run on you? No.
Well, he just said like their thought process as a defense is
Okay, yeah.
rather have them run.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Obviously did not work against the Ravens. So
no.
I mean, some of these running backs, you got to adjust your game plan a little bit, but I'm going to take the Bills as well. I think you guys kind of said Joe Flacco. I just don't think. I think he probably used up all of his magic and luck and stuff last year with the Browns.
He might have.
He's like 39, can't move that well. His best play is just kind of throwing up, kind of like Russell Wilson, just throwing up a moonshot and saying one of my receivers down there is going to make a play. So they got good receivers. So you never know. I'll take the Bills. Moving on. Steelers going to the juggernaut Washington Commanders with Rookie of the Year locked, probably.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, yeah.
Yeah, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Washington's favored by 2.5 over the Steelers. When's the last time you could say that?
Long time.
What's the spread?
2.5.
Oh, where'd you get these numbers from?
Caesars, Las Vegas.
Books. Ko-Fi.
Yep. It was 3 all week, and then
weather.
an hour ago it was 2.5. Weather stat. Weather. This seems like a classic Washington November day. 61 degrees, partly cloudy, 8-mile-per-hour winds, 30% chance of rain. I don't think there's any surprise here. The Lions have the best record against the spread in the NFL at 7-1. Right by them, the Washington Commanders. They are 7-1-1 against the spread so far this season.
Yeah, people keep doubting them.
Yeah.
The books keep doubting them. I think last week was another very good week for the public too, right? On the betting.
Yes. Public's been on a roll here.
Yeah. I don't know what the public's going to.
Not me though, because I don't bet with the public. I bet with the wise guys.
Yeah, you've been doing
sharp.
Bad. Beginning of the year, you were doing very well.
Yeah, I'm still up.
Yeah, you're still up. Well, Troy, what do you have for this game?
I think I'm gonna take. It's funny because we got to root for Washington,
Yeah.
but I think the Steelers are gonna win. Washington's red zone offense. I think they had
Bad.
2 games this year where they just couldn't score. They kicked like 5 field goals and won.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Bears
take the
and
under because I think the Steelers
Giants.
Giants.
Giants
yeah.
game. Yeah.
The Steelers red zone defense is awesome. So I'm gonna take the under.
Under 45.5. Taylor.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin is 25-5 against rookie quarterbacks straight up.
Oh,
I will take
Good
the
point.
punching defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers against the rookie quarterback.
I think Taylor brings that up every show.
Every time we talk about the Steelers, how can you not? It's an advantage that you can't get anywhere else. Yeah, I'll take the
The only-
Steelers.
It's the only
I think-
place where you can legally punch a man.
I think
Maybe
Jaden
that.
Daniels is due for a stinker.
Boxing.
I mean, CJ Stroud had a couple stinkers last year. He's a rookie. He's gonna.
Hmm.
They've won a couple games where he hasn't played well. I think his
Mhm.
luck runs out here.
Steelers also coming off a bye.
Good point.
Good point, Nolan.
Dangerous.
Good point, Owen.
Dangerous, Mr. Unlimited. Did he say his new catchphrase for the Steelers yet? Did I not hear?
Yeah,
it?
some road Dom.
Yeah,
didn't-
fucking dumb. Cole 5.
Speaking of Mr. Unlimited, he's looked good so far in these 2 games, but both games were in prime time against New Jersey teams. I want to
Mm.
see how good Russell Wilson and the Steelers team really is on the road against, okay, maybe they're not as good as the record is, but hey, they've been doing pretty damn good so far this season. Taylor gives the good stats, no doubt about it, but I have a feeling we're going to see some bad Russ in this game. Maybe Jersey Jerry won't be so much sussy for Russie after this one. Give me Washington to cover, get the straight out win, -2.5. I know Washington's defense is bad, but again, like I said, let me see Pittsburgh. Let me see George Pickens, and let me see Russell Wilson. Let me see them do it on the road against a legit winning team. I'll take Washington this spot. I'd rather root for them anyway, like Troy said. Give me Washington -2.5.
What is Washington's signature win this year?
Bengals Monday night.
Hail Mary against the Bears.
Most exciting. Yeah.
Most exciting.
Yeah,
So,
I mean they.
I would almost say let's see Washington.
Look,
do
these
the
next
good
2
team.
games are prove-it games. They got Steelers and then
Eagles.
next Thursday at Eagles.
I mean, probably their best performance was they played the Ravens to a touchdown.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take
Beat
it.
up on the
also
Browns.
They beat
Beat up on the
they,
Cardinals. Yeah, beat
Oh,
the Cardinals by
oh,
28 at Arizona.
they beat the Bengals when when they were getting torched by everybody,
Yeah.
including Jacoby Brissett.
Who was their other loss besides the Ravens?
Mm.
I
You
just
never know.
clicked on Tampa Bay week
Cowboys.
1. Tampa Bay week 1.
Oh, Tampa Bay.
A week
And
one.
I had Washington as my free money bet that week, and they lost by 17.
Okay.
I was like, Jaden Daniels gonna have a
You
great
were-
season.
You were
Was
a
it-
week
I
early.
was a week early.
Well, and I don't think anybody knew that when healthy, the Tampa Bay deep offense is electric.
Yeah, and the defense is trash.
Oh,
yeah.
should have won last week.
Ah,
Go for 2. You
Todd
gotta go
Bowles.
for 2 there.
ooh,
You gotta
Yeah.
go for 2 there. Do
I'm
not
s-
give the Chiefs the ball in overtime.
So
Like
stupid.
what the fuck?
Don't
I mean,
just-
what's
we-
with these loser coaches not going for 2? Todd Boyles. What's the idiot's name up in New England?
McDaniels probably should have gone for 2 against the Bills. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter because
Doesn't
we got the
matter.
field goal anyway. But fucking man up.
Don't let it be a coin toss, as we know with Mahomes. The second
No,
Baker did that facial expression, you knew it was over.
said it all.
Well,
Yeah,
I
and he
think I think you have to know
It's a
the
two-headed
situation.
coin.
You're on the road, against Patrick Mahomes, but you got a chance to beat him.
Yeah.
Take
If
the
they,
Especially
shot.
when you're a 9-point dog.
Yeah, if you miss, you miss. But if
Yeah.
take the shot.
yeah, as long as
It's
it's
like-
not like a badly run play, if they just miss like a play, like just didn't happen, like who's gonna say, oh my gosh, I can't believe they went for 2?
Like New England, like May pulls like this absolute fucking horseshoe out of his ass. You score. What do? You kick the extra point. What does your rookie quarterback do? Throws it to the other team and
Yeah.
you lose. Right there, Gerard Mayo should be canned. Get rid of him. He's gone.
I think after the
Actually,
season,
Losses
might
help them.
be-
The Bills should leave him. The Bills should leave him. The Bills want him in, so let's just leave him.
yeah, give him another year to work things out. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Taylor. I'm going to take the Steelers. I love that stat he gave, reminding me that he is McGuinness still rookie quarterback. You almost forget. Been playing so well,
Yeah.
but yeah, Steelers here off a bye week. I'll take them. They're also getting points. Washington's going to be distracted by the election.
Okay,
I
that's
mean,
quite the
if,
spread.
if anything, the Steelers would be more distracted.
Yeah,
It's
Pennsylvania.
swing state. You know?
Yeah, what I saw a meme earlier today was like, so for the rest of every 4 years for the rest of our lives, our future is going to come down to the votes of a few thousand people from Pennsylvania. It's always that one swing state.
Yeah, I think it's a joke. Have you ever driven through the middle of Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
my
and-
father-in-law lives there.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Tell him you said that. All right, let's.
I've
get
never
into-
seen so many structures. One strong wind from blowing down.
Let's get into Sunday Night Football. We have the Lions, who look like the cream of the crop, definitely in the NFC. Going versus the Texans, who are a little hindered by injuries right now. And Nico Collins is still IR, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So Stroud's struggling a little bit without his weapons. Still got Mixon, but Lions are favored by 3.5. Over under is 49. Co-5 should be in a dome.
But you never know.
If the Texans were smart, they'd open it. Of course,
Well, they
Jared
did. They
Goff,
did that last time primetime game. They had it open. When you
Jared
said they
Goff
never have it
looks-
open.
I know.
Mm.
Jared Goff looked pretty good, and it was terrible conditions.
Yeah, that was a big win for
Did
the
he
Lions.
look that good, or the Packers?
No, the Lions just
the Jordan Love
ran it-
just
ran
I don't
it
know
down
what
their
the fuck
throat.
he was doing in the first half. Um,
I'm not sure if Love should have played. He looked not
Ooh.
excusing it, but he did not look nearly close to 100% healthy.
No.
hope I was not in love with this play.
Ooh.
good one. Kofod, you can give me a stat though. I'll allow it.
So I already mentioned they're 7-1 against the spread this season, best record. I think this is not going to surprise anyone, but the Lions are 40-15 against the spread, 73% their last 55 games going all the way back to 2021. Dan Campbell and the Lions, all they do 73% of the time is cover games.
That's crazy.
That is
I
crazy
know.
stat.
I thought for sure
Lions
Green Bay
fans
was
are
going to
making
cover
money.
last week. I thought Green Bay was free money last week.
So did I.
Nope.
No.
Lions, baby.
I was
Should've known.
as soon as I started watching, I was like, Packers are dead. No.
Yeah. So, Troy, do you learn your lesson or do you say it's due? What's your pick?
Yeah. I learned my lesson. The Lions are, I think, the
They're
best.
hot
team in
right now.
football.
They're hot.
They don't lose.
They're healthy. Well, besides,
Texans, I don't think are
Watch.
that good, especially without Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs. I don't think CJ Stroud's that good. Saying all this, they're probably gonna end up winning, but I'm okay taking a loss here.
also, we're
Bet
rooting
the
for the
Lions.
Lions. Definitely rooting for the Lions.
Definitely root for the Lions, yeah. So I'll take the Lions minus 3.5.
Taylor,
Yeah, I'll take the Lions. Wait, what's the over under?
49.
Oh, give me the under.
Ooh. Both?
And sometimes
Line,
for
Nah,
Lions on under?
just the under.
Okay.
Kofod.
I will also take the Lions minus 3.5. I learned my lesson with the Texans last Thursday. I thought the Texans would beat the Jets, cover that spread. I thought they were being disrespected with the Jets being favorites. Well, it turns out Vegas had it right. Texans are struggling. They're hurting right now. I still think CJ Stroud's good, but he's definitely going through a sophomore slump, which after his amazing rookie years to be expected. Honestly, I thought about maybe taking the over, especially if the roof is closed and maybe a little offense here. But again, no Nico Collins. I'll stay away from that. Lions, they're just reliable. Give me the Lions minus 3.5. They cover, they win, they keep rolling on this season.
Did you see was it the Lions owner wanted to trade Montgomery? Or maybe the Jets wanted to trade for Montgomery. I forgot what it was.
Well, I know Mike Tannenbaum had the most ridiculous trade of all time on Get Up, where the Browns basically would get Jahmyr Gibbs and give
Maybe this is what it was.
Yeah, I think that's what you're talking about. That
Okay.
Myles Garrett would go to the Lions, and in the return, the Browns would give, or the Lions would give the Browns 3 first-round picks and Jahmyr Gibbs.
What a deal.
What a deal. You wonder why Mike Tannenbaum is no longer.
Wait, who do you
Or
want?
maybe that's what his former.
3 first round and a
GM.
second round pick, he said.
That's right, second round pick. And Jameer Gibbs for Miles
3 first rounders.
No brainer.
Gibbs. You got to
Can't
do
believe
it.
they didn't do it.
No brainer.
Can't believe they didn't do it. This is definitely the public's going to be all over the Lions, right?
I
Who
think it's
cares?
already been bet down from 4.5.
Yeah,
to
I'm
3.5.
gonna stick with Troy on this. I learned my lesson. Don't bet against the Lions. They're gonna cover. Texans struggling. It surprised me. It was only plus 3.5. I figured it or Lions be like minus 5.5. So
That's what I
take
think
the
about the
Lions.
Bills game too. But
Colts are bad. They're not a good team.
no.
Colts?
But I mean, really, Bills haven't really beaten too many good teams.
Then be nice.
And look, in this NFL,
No.
say the Colts are a bad team and watch them get their ass kicked big time, but there's a lot worse teams than the Colts. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Jaguars.
What are there 9? There's 9 teams that are 2
Yeah.
and 6 or 7.
The bottom of the NFL has never seemed worse. Maybe this is
9.
recency bias that I can remember at this point in the season. There's so many bad teams.
Yes. Yeah, whatever. All right, let's get into Monday night. Speaking of bad teams, Dolphins are bad. Bills only beat them by 3. Tua looked good last week, though. Dolphins at Rams. Rams are favored by 1. Over-under is 50. Co-5. Give me a stat.
Dome, though, technically, if there's wind or something, the way the SoFi Stadium
Could
is,
get in there. Yeah.
it could, or even rain at times. At least for the fans. Tua just doesn't seem built for prime time. He's 3-9 against the spread in primetime games in his career. He's lost his last 5 consecutive starts against the spread in primetime. He's 0 it's just an 0-5 straight up also in his last 5 primetime games. So 5 consecutive starts, loss against the spread, 0-5 straight up, 3-9 against the spread his entire career in primetime. Primetime, Tua not built together.
Troy.
I'm gonna take the over.
Ooh.
Who trying to think the
I
Rams
like
defense?
it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Miami's offense still looks good.
Yeah, and Tyreek hasn't even gotten going yet.
Well then.
He had a couple good catches on us, but
I think he had like 80
didn't
yards.
score.
Who scored? Waddle and the running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Waddle
Ugh.
ended up in minus yards.
Yeah. Well, that was the bad beat of the week was Tua had over his passing yards and then Waddle ran back 24
yards.
and he didn't get it.
That's a brutal one.
That's tough. Taylor, did you give your pick?
No, I did not.
Would you like to?
I'll also take the over.
Maybe that's why I thought you did it because you kept saying you like it a lot.
I do.
Ko-Fi.
Boy, I'm tempted to take the under, but I'll stay away from that. This seems too easy. Rams minus 1 seems too easy. The way they're overcoming adversity.
It does.
McVay seems to have that offense back on track. Their
Puka's punching people.
Puka's punching people. And I'll tell you, as a Florida State, that was weird.
Yeah, I had him anytime touchdown. I was pissed.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It's also a bad beat.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you a big reason why I would consider taking the under. The Rams defensive line with Jared Verse, who I think is going to be the defensive rookie of the year, and Brandon Fisk.
See that.
And Brandon Fisk, both from Florida State. Now I know the Seahawks have their own issues, but man, they dominated Seattle's offensive line. They beat up Geno. I could see them doing the same to Tua. I'm so tempted to take the under. You know what? In fact, I'll put it on my card as well. Give me Rams, Dolphins under 50. Give me Rams minus 1. There we go. I'm talking myself into it.
Yeah, Tua gets rid of it quick.
Tyreek Hill's just going to run really fast now.
Yeah, Tua has the quickest release in the NFL.
Because they're terrified to let anybody get near him.
Jared Verse will put him on his ass.
A little scared too. Yeah, I'm going to take the Rams here. Like I said, I don't think the Dolphins are a good team. Stafford still got it through an awesome game-winning touchdown at the end of last week's game. Didn't have Puka, didn't matter. I mean, it was close, but Yeah, I think the Rams is just a better team. That division's still up for grabs, so everyone matters for them. Dolphins are pretty much out of it. I don't know what they're really playing for, so
And hey,
take
they
the Rams
win
here.
9 in a row or 7 in a row, they can make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Good.
Could. I mean, yeah, I mean,
You never know.
even if they won 8, what, that's 10. I bet you 9
mean-
wins probably get you in the playoffs.
I think so.
Easily.
Well, yeah.
So, all right, let's get to our college picks. Kofi, why don't you tell us how we did last week? I think I started off hot in college picks last
Yeah, bet against Florida State. You had UNC
Yeah.
minus
week.
2.5.
Easy formula.
They won by 24. I don't even know what the spread is, but take Notre Dame this week against Florida State.
26. It's a good
Lock it
number.
up. Lock
Good
it up.
number.
Yeah, under 28, lock that one up. I took Tennessee minus 16. They were definitely better than Kentucky, but they let Kentucky hang around. They only won by 10, so I lost that one. Brett was so hammered last week. He had Army Air Force. He had Army Air Force under 41.5. And I go, oh, maybe I'd consider the over. I was dead wrong. It ended up being a total of 23. Once I said that, I could not convince him to go otherwise.
I told him.
And of course, the over did not come close to hitting. So that was a loss on him. That's his fault, not mine. Taylor, you ended up not having to worry about this. Weather didn't make a factor. Oklahoma minus 34.5. They beat Maine by 45. Troy, this one was not looking great. Cuse was down 3 scores early, but they came back, beat Virginia Tech in overtime, 38-31. You had Cuse +4. They went outright. And then Rumpy, our boy, came on the show, said Michigan State +8 against Indiana.
Murdered.
Michigan State was up 10-0 at home. You're thinking, oh boy, Indiana, maybe this is the week they lose, get upset. Nope, Indiana did murder them. That game wasn't even close. So he lost on that one. On the season, Taylor 7-2 on college bets. Brett's 6-3. Papinchek's 4-3. Nolan's 5-5. Excuse me. I'm 4-6. Troy, you're 2-7. You're building yourself back up now.
Bet the Ohio State game too, didn't we?
Yeah, but
I've lost
say this
all
every-
3 of those bonus.
every time you
I
say the same
won.
thing every time. I never put that as the official record for college because I'm forcing you guys to make a pick. This one,
Yeah, but you still give me some props when I got it right.
Well, you put it on our official record.
yeah, it's on the overall record. Yeah,
So I shouldn't have called it on the college football record. It's college football.
I'll tell you what, it's too far in the season for me to go back and
Figure
Yeah,
out
unless
who
I'm
bet
right.
what.
yeah, I don't want to do that.
All right.
Just everyone know that I won last week.
Yeah, I won too.
yeah, Penn.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn Penn State. Those goal line.
You
plays.
know, Franklin does not win those games. He can't do it.
I thought they could lose by a field
11.
goal.
Lost 11 out of the last 12.
Yeah,
He cannot do it.
Ohio
They-
State.
like I said, he's got to be the happiest guy at the 12-team playoff because as long as they don't screw around, they'll still make it, and then probably lose in the first round.
Yeah, well, yeah, at least they got there.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Troy, what do you got for this college bet of the week?
Well, I
You're wearing
want-
orange. You're wearing orange. Maybe back on
I wanted
Syracuse.
to go. I don't even know if they're playing. They might have a bye because I didn't see them.
Maybe
Syracuse,
Um,
Boston College +2.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I wanted to go Army, but they
Minus
didn't play
5.5.
their quarterback last week.
Illness, yeah.
He had an illness. Is he back?
I don't know. Good
They're
question.
5.5 at North Texas.
I know, and they should be able to handle North Texas.
good.
I don't know
A
what's
lot
going
of
on
shoulds
with
in
the quarterback.
this show.
The quarterback's awesome. The guy that didn't play, who was sick.
Grow a set and take him.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
play
take
against
Army minus
play
5.
the odds. Play the odds.
So
Too
what was
bad.
it? What was the number? I was looking up the quarterback. What was the
5
number?
or 5.5.
Army minus 5.5.
Is
Well,
he
I'll
still
just
sick?
avoid it if he doesn't play.
No.
Yeah.
They said
You
they
got
hope.
that?
They said the coach said they hope to have him available this week. His health is improving. We anticipate before the end of the week that
What
he's
does
going
he
to be
have,
able to
COVID?
practice. I mean, it's
That's
Army.
14 days. That's
the middle-
14 days.
Yeah, so it sounds like he's on track to play, but I don't know. But you're right. It's, Taylor's right. It's North Texas.
Yeah,
Hey,
true.
North Texas isn't terrible.
They're
No, they're
that
not.
good.
Also
Or-
not great.
They're not Temple.
Well, then take North Texas then.
I'm just saying without the quarterback, it's
Well, all right. Well, who's your pick?
mine is Penn State can't beat good teams, but you know who they can beat?
Bad teams.
Bad team, not bad teams, but just everybody else at home. I will take Penn State minus at home against Washington.
You cut out. What was the number? Penn
Yeah,
State
what was
what?
it?
13 and a half.
Oh, 13.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
Washington, are they good? No, they're not
They
good.
beat USC.
And it's a
Good
whiteout
team.
at
Is
night.
USC good?
No, they're not.
Oh, it's a whiteout game?
Yeah, prime time whiteout game.
Oh, shit.
You know, forget Ohio State. You save it for Washington Huskies.
Well, yeah, you can't waste it in a game you know you're going to lose.
Or
Right.
during the day.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit the same.
Also, yeah. All right, Kopa, what do you got?
Speaking of herpes, real quick. So last night I'm watching the election. I gotta bring
now
this.
we're going to the election?
I gotta bring this up because it will be known on the video. So I'm watching the election last night. I want to stay up late, even on the West Coast. I knew it was going to be late, so I cook a frozen pizza. I figure out let me just have a pizza. I can just eat, keep me awake. Burn my lip. Okay, burn my lip the second it hit. Hand to God, I swear. And I just knew the second I walked in my classrooms today with my students. Yep, they were gonna say herpes. So I had to tell the story. Do they believe it? I don't know, but hand up, that's the facts, mom and dad. I don't have herpes. I got not so frozen pizza burned my lip last night. As I was rooting for Team Blue, and Team Blue lost last night. So last night was a tough night for your boy.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
Kopa.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss.
Wasn't surprised, but it happens. Anyway,
We're not a political show.
no. That's all I'm gonna say. I just figured you said herpes. Let me bring it up.
Talk about-
Also, a good
we are-
tip for our
herpes?
viewers at home, if you
No,
do have
no
herpes, just blame it on frozen pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
burn your lip on election night. Quietly, very quietly, Iowa has been a pretty good over team this year. And
That's
one of
what
the
I said earlier this year.
And one of the reasons why is their defense is not nearly as good as last year, and their offense, specifically their running game with Caleb Johnson next to Ashton Genty. He's the best running back in college football. He's already got over 1,200 yards and 19 touchdowns. They play at UCLA on Friday night. UCLA is not a great team by any means, but they fight. They fight every week. They upset Nebraska, who's in a free fall right now. Give me Iowa, UCLA, a classic Big Ten game on a Friday night in the Rose Bowl. Give me the over 44.5 in that game. Quietly, I think that could hit somewhat easily. Give me Iowa, UCLA over 44.5 on a Friday night. A quiet over.
Easily, you say.
Could be. I mean, the way they've been playing lately, they've been almost covering these overs themselves, like getting up to 30 plus, nearly 40 points,
Yes, they got that going for them.
which is nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Arizona State over UCF. I think Arizona State, they're still 6-2, still got a shot
Yeah, Big 12
in
and
the Big
playoff.
12. And I think at the beginning of the year, they were kind of counted out from Big 12, whereas UCF was thought to be maybe towards the top. Those roles have now switched. They're playing at home.
Playing
I
at
think
home.
Arizona State.
Playing home.
Love
What's the
the
number?
running back they got.
Three.
-2.5.
2.5.
What's
Yeah,
his name?
he's electric to watch. Yes,
Scattaboo.
Scattaboo. Oh yeah,
He's awesome.
he is. I love
their run them right over football guy.
their coach is great. Like they have it going there in Tempe.
Yeah, so I'm just going to ride the wave.
And Central Florida, Neil was on it a couple weeks ago when BYU was an underdog at Central Florida, and they won easily. Central Florida has these weird lines. Like Vegas is giving them a lot of respect. this
Yeah.
season.
That's what I
They
mean. They were thought to be at the
crushed
top of the tier.
Arizona last week.
Yes, Arizona.
Arizona
they beat.
stinks.
They're going to be coming off a high. Traveling on the
Colorado, same
road.
thing. Colorado. went
Colorado's got a
Central
shot.
Florida. Oh yeah, big time.
Also, they're going cross country.
Yep.
Arizona State. Easy.
Easy.
I like that bet.
Bet it.
I might bet it.
Bet it. All right, let's get into our free money bet of the week. Each week we bring you what we believe is guaranteed free money in your pocket. One bet from the NFL from each of us. Copod, how did we do last week?
I mean, everyone but you did great.
Fuck.
You had the Saints minus. You had the Saints minus 7.5, and
They
they lost to the Panthers by 1. Bryce Young's best game of his career. Allen
Yes.
finally got fired, so that's what it took is for you to
Yes.
make them your free money bet, and that happened. Jim Harbaugh made an appearance on the show last week. He gave out Chargers -1.5. They dominated the Browns. Jameis went back to bad Jameis that week. They beat the Chargers by 17, so I'll take credit for that. For all of Brett's drunkenness last week, he gave one great winner, Ray Davis, anytime touchdown, plus
What
285.
a touchdown it was.
And yes, indeed. So that was a winner. Taylor, this was a nice shrewd pick by you. You had the Washington and Giants over 43. The total ended up being 49 in that game. And then finally, Troy, good one here. Josh Allen over 1.5 TD passes. He had not one, not two, but 3 touchdown passes in that game. We got some pretty good. Should have had 4.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Keon. Some pretty good standings in free money this season. Taylor 7-2, 78%. Troy is 8-3, 73%. I am 6-3, 67%. Nolan and Brett are both 5-5, 50%. And BetQL, you don't get free money doing that. He's 2-4, 33%.
Got to pay for the premium subscription.
Yes.
All right, Troy. What can you tell me is a guaranteed lock in this week's game?
I'm deciding between 2. One stupid.
All right.
Should I go with the stupid one or the?
Say it first.
I was thinking about taking the Bears over the Patriots at home.
That's kinda
Eberflus
stupid.
apparently, if he loses, he's going to get fired. Even though the Bears have never fired a coach midseason,
No, they'll
saying
never do
that
it.
He could get fired if he loses to the Patriots.
Never do it.
The
They're
Patriots
too cheap.
are
They're too
awful.
cheap. They're not going to pay somebody else.
And then the
But
other
they're
one,
not going to lose. They're not going to pay a coach not to coach.
well,
I don't think it's a stupid bet, by the way.
I think it's stupid.
The Patriots, I mean, they want to lose, technically.
Yeah,
I mean, the Bears are almost right there as well.
no, they got 4 wins still.
Yeah.
They went out. They can make the playoffs still.
Back at home, too. No,
Playoffs.
no more, crazy game in Washington. Got our
Hey,
ass kicked in
if the
Arizona.
Patriots
Playing
win
at home.
8,
Yeah, fuck
9
it.
in
I'll
a
take the
row,
Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears. The other one I was gonna take Jets Cardinals over, but
I don't hate that either.
I do.
All right. Bears -6. I like it, Troy.
You trust in the Bears though?
no, that's why I said it was stupid because I watched the Bears last week and it was awful. And the week before that, I watched when I needed
Yeah, that was bad.
what's his face to get 150 yards. He had 33 at halftime and finished with 130.
Yeah, that's bad. Taylor,
Yeah, I was actually
Mr.
gonna take,
Free Money.
I was gonna take the Bears.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The 2
No,
best
I-
free money bettors taking the Bears.
but I will pick, and I will take the Chargers Titans under 39. I don't care who's playing quarterback
Yeah.
for the Titans.
I could see that.
Chargers have the best under record in the NFL this season.
They're starting to pass the ball though more.
Yeah,
Herbert's
Herbert's going,
starting to play
"Ooh, look.
McConkey's,
Quentin
okay.
Johnston played very well against
Yeah,
Cleveland.
Quentin
Johnson's
Johnson.
a mammal.
at least they're getting something out of him because last year it was like I forgot he was even in the NFL.
Be good. And we'll talk about it after.
I mean, they beat Cleveland 27-10. If that's the same score this week, you're under hits.
Yeah.
37.
Texans probably aren't that much better than Cleveland
Titans.
Titans.
or Titans. Both 2 and whatever.
6.
What did part of my take have them in the
Oh, the 2 for bowl.
the
The
2
two
for
for bowl.
bowl?
They made it to the championship and lost to the Dolphins.
We made it to the championship.
I would have watched that and I would bet on it 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%. They said when did they say they should do that? Like mid-season, like the
it's like
All-Star
a-
game break?
It's like a bad college bowl game. I'll watch it. I'll bet it 100%. Give me 2 6-6 teams on a blue field or whatever in a potato bowl. I'll watch.
All right, Kopa, what do you got?
Joe Burrow threw 5 touchdown passes last week. He was on fire.
Wow.
Jamar Chase had none of those.
Ooh.
Prime time. Well, I looked it up. It's -126. So that's not the greatest odds. So you know
We'll give
what?
it to you.
You can have it.
Shit, I'll take
Nope,
it. And-
he's got an idea.
well, I was gonna say if you want to spice it up a little bit, throw Derrick Henry in +147. You know what? I'll give out both. Fuck
If
it.
you're gonna parlay them together,
Yeah. Plus
so what's Derrick
147.
Henry? -290.
Minus 220, I saw, I think.
Ridiculous.
He's definitely going to score again.
Yeah, so put them together, plus 147, free money.
But you know, it's kind of nice.
Ooh,
Lamar
that's nice,
doesn't get all
Lamar.
those rushing touchdowns because they just give it to Henry. They don't have Lamar running on the goal line anymore.
You
But
think they're gonna pound Derrick Henry a little too much, and then towards the end of the season, he's gonna be like kind of worn down.
You see his high school stats are going viral. Apparently,
They-
he had a game in high school where he got the ball 57 times.
Yeah,
They
why-
do have a nice week 14 bye.
Ooh, that is good for the Ravens, the way they play.
Maybe
And
they'll
if they-
outrun him before week 14.
But these bad losses, they're not gonna have in the way dangerous is when the Steelers are playing, they're not gonna have the division wrapped up. So they might
Right.
be playing and
And he could be going for
Insane.
2,000 too.
Yeah, you know he cares about that, as he
Yeah.
should.
And the rushing
Yeah.
title, he's racing with Saquon.
Man, that play Saquon had was incredible.
Unbelievable.
Never seen anything like it.
No,
He
behind
pretty
in the
much-
back, no.
Pretty much, Garrett Wilson's awesome catch was like forgotten about in a few days because Saquon's was just
Yep, I forgot
Crazy.
about it. Yeah, they just mentioned it. The player reaction on the sideline said it all. They were like little kids
Yeah.
watching.
they almost lost.
Sirianni.
Yeah, Kofar, I got something similar. I have
Ooh.
James. So everyone talks about how bad the Bills rushing defense is.
By
You know whose rushing defense is even worse?
Colts.
Colts.
Colts. Second from the last. Only team worse is the Panthers. James Cook anytime touchdown is like minus 160. So
Okay.
instead, I bet over
Yards.
his yards are 69 and a half.
Oh,
That's
no.
it. Ooh, I don't hate that at all.
Mm-hmm. Or you could parlay them together, like Kofi did. I don't know what the odds would be.
Or we could parlay Jonathan Taylor touchdown and James Cook touchdown.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's probably gonna score. We
That
could
works.
parlay Jonathan Taylor, Chase,
Plus 215.
Henry, Cook,
Yeah.
all together.
One of these weeks, I'm going to hit a major touchdown parlay and go viral for like winning 100 grand. That's the goal.
Try it every week.
Yeah.
Every week, I pick one player from each game.
Yep.
The closest I've gotten is like 9 out of 14 or whatever it was.
I do it for the 2 time slots. I do it for the afternoon games and the late afternoon games.
So I
That
do it
way,
all together.
yeah.
Oh, wait, is there a London game or Germany?
Germany.
game
Oh,
this
yeah.
week?
Oh my
Germany.
God,
We
Panthers
missed it.
Giants.
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm not.
start-
I wasn't putting that on the card.
Start,
Panthers
start,
Giants.
start
You want to
drinking
do
at
your
9:30.
German accent?
No, I'm not even going to try.
Falcon, Falcon.
Zeb,
No, that's
Zeb-
pretty good. Avita say,
Panther.
I can make the sounds. That's all I got.
What's the
Man,
score on that one?
What a horrible game for Germany.
5.5,
6.5.
For who?
I'm seeing.
6.5 now.
Yeah.
For who?
Giants favored by 6.5.
Oh.
I mean, they have
Oh.
been feisty.
I think Carolina's
Daniel
gonna win.
Jones got angry runs.
He's gonna
That's-
throw a wild but slant.
Do you think that's going to be the least watched football game in the last 20 years?
No, because the ESPN Plus Cardinals Chargers game
Oh
got,
yeah,
less,
that was
got, less,
a complete.
got barely over 1 million.
That
That
was
they,
a bust.
Goodell got on the phone with ESPN and said, "We're never doing that again."
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
could
I
have
didn't
picked
watch
2
it.
worse teams.
No. Oh yeah, for this one, yeah.
No, or not 2.
Cardinals-
You could have picked 2, but they should have picked like a good game.
I was going to say, Giants Panthers could have 2 worst teams right there.
Nah, it's good, but it's not 9:30 in the morning. What the hell else you doing then?
Yeah,
Hanging
I
out with your
wasn't.
kids? Fuck no.
I mean, fuck ESPN Plus. I was saying.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like that'll never happen. You'll never have a standalone or alone ESPN Plus Monday night game again. That's not gonna happen.
I mean, it's got to be. It would work if it was like 2 good teams.
Bills,
Or at least
Chiefs.
like one, like a Cowboys
Bills,
or something,
Chiefs.
like a known team. Yeah.
Next week.
Or
Is it going to get flexed?
Can now because it's a 4:30 slot. CBS, they're not going to give it up.
Tony Romo needs his time.
Wait, which game is Tom Brady doing this week? I got to find out who's doing
I don't
getting
know,
the
man.
let's fucking go award.
Eagles Cowboys. That's where they'll be at.
Cowboys.
Ooh, what a brutal game now with Dak out.
Yeah, that years past, that game probably would have been on the card, but
Before he got hacked on Twitter, Skip Bayless did have a great line on Brady. He said he's the Daniel Jones of broadcasting.
Oh my
ooh,
god. There's probably Tom Brady stick some people on him to get after him.
Maybe.
so is
Says, "Oh, yeah,
Trey Lance going to play, or is it going to be Cooper Rush?
Cooper Rush,
Rush.
baby. Cooper Rush is actually like 5-1 against the spread in his career.
Yeah,
great.
now they
Still
got
quarterback.
fucking Mingo.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that'll solve it for the Cowboys. Good job,
Yeah.
Jerry. Way to be aggressive at the deadline.
And he gave a
Traded-
4th-round pick.
He traded away Cooper for a 5th-round pick, but he used a 4th-round pick to get his buddy Mingo.
The one time the Panthers actually made a shrewd move was getting
I
involved
guess
with
it's
Jerry
because
Jones.
Jerry Jones really wanted Mingo in the draft, and they didn't get him.
They gave the same pick for Deontay. They got a 5th rounder for Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good job, Jerry.
Cowboys. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Cowboys just need to lose out. They probably won't. They'll get a couple upset wins here or there, but they just need to lose out. Get a high draft pick.
They do draft well. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
They know how to draft. And now they're in the problem where they have to pay all these very good players that they drafted, and they just handle it terribly.
If you were like one of the worst teams in the league, the top like 3 worst, would you consider firing your coach, hiring Deion Sanders, and drafting Shadur?
No.
Like if you're the Titans, let's say, I guess they won't because they just hired a coach, or like Carolina,
Saints.
Saints, yeah, like if
They
the
need a
Saints,
coach.
Raiders.
bring in prime time.
Raiders.
They got the same
Raiders would be
colors
cool,
as
actually.
Colorado.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it gets
I would
to
think
a
about it.
point. I think you can get away with, not that Deion's a terror, but like I don't like, the NFL is a different ball game.
it is, but he's
I think
he's got the
NFL
name.
players
Like he could
respect
get
him.
yeah, that's my thinking. And then he's just got to be like a CEO coach and like hire like good, which he's done this year at Colorado, like hire good offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, let somebody else
All
call the
he's in
plays.
charge of is calling time
But
out.
you're basically doing that knowing full well you're
Yeah, you
doing
get Shadur.
ticket sales and doing it
Yeah,
for
yeah, that too.
sales and
And I also think, though, the problem is, are you going to be able to coach Shooter the way he needs to be coached?
he's doing
Because
it now.
he looks good. At college,
Right.
it's different ball game, but
Yeah, right.
are you going to be able to
You can
coach him
bench him
hard?
if yeah.
Or not just, but just like get on his ass? Like,
Yeah,
because he's going to play. He's got
I think
games where he
Deion
plays terrible.
would get on his ass.
yeah. It's not. It hasn't been daddy ball this year. Like he's
To an
playing
extent.
awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, do you want him as a coach?
Would
the
you
rest
rather,
of
if you're
with
the Cowboys, would
rest
you
of the
rather take a
team?
chance with Deion or go another season with McCarthy?
But you can't get rid of Dak Prescott.
No, that's true. That
They
was
can't
bad
you can't trade that contract.
Saints. Why
I
not?
think Saints and Raiders. Good
Raiders.
Are they a
scenarios.
package
I don't-
deal?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, in this scenario, yeah.
But I mean,
if I'm the Raiders, I would.
in
I
this
would. I
very
would
real
want to.
scenario.
I don't think it's crazy.
I could see it happening.
I could see with the Raiders, Antonio Pierce, get rid of him, bring in prime time. You got Tom Brady as a part owner, Flash, and then you get Shador.
but what if it goes
Jets?
bad?
Yes.
Jets aren't gonna get the first pick.
Well, I saw
Yeah,
this
but-
today.
But Primed is going to do the Eli move.
Here's this.
That'd be
So
awesome.
speaking of the election, last time Trump was president, that's when Woody Johnson was the ambassador to UK or whatever country it was. They're saying it could happen again. Woody Johnson's son takes over the Jets. Maybe he makes some changes. You never know.
They did give
never
Rodgers
know.
an extension, so I don't know if they can move off that.
He's going to retire.
He's got to retire. I hope he doesn't, but
He's going to retire halfway when the season's over.
Guys, they figure
They
out in the
realize
second
he can't.
half. It's all good with the Jets now. Don't worry about it. They're going to
Who do
roll
they
now.
play this
they
week?
might make a run.
Cardinals. Pick them at Arizona.
I like the over.
Yeah.
Ah, God, I hope the Jets lose.
Oh, yeah, big time. Good show, boys.
All right, Taylor, get your freaking work done already.
Boo, Rickety Who.
All right. Until next time, bet responsibly and go Bills.
Go Bills.
Bills.